Dating, it's scary enough, but imagine your boyfriend hearing your voice when you weren't even there, or waking up to objects moving on their own. This October, I'll be covering the creepiest, scariest Reddit stories that you'll ever heard. So grab your sage and let's get into it. This story is 2 years old, it's from the Paranormal Reddit thread, and it's called I'm Being Haunted. I think. Okay, to start with, I didn't really believe in the paranormal for most of my life. This changed when I met my girlfriend. She says she's dealt with the paranormal all of her life and that she even has a ghost haunting her from a young age. At first, I thought, I'm sure, it's just a warped memory of a child, but after some time with her, I come to believe it. We had all the weird occurrences while we were together. Things like stuff falling over out of nowhere, but one that was extremely creepy that we couldn't explain it at all. We were in a hotel room and just sitting there on the bed eating and watching TV when we heard her water bottle, which was closed tightly, started unscrewing itself and the cap flew off. Neither of us could believe what he just saw or heard and just kind of laughed it off. I would have left, but okay. Now, up until recently, we had been long distance dating, and this spirit has only ever done things to show its presence while we were together. Well, now I live closer to her in an apartment about 30 minutes away. Every few months, and only whenever she's not there, I'm visited by this presence while either asleep or close to it. The first time was a few months after I had moved in. I was sleeping, but something felt different. I started to stir a bit. I felt his presence outside of my room and in the kitchen, and I thought I heard talking. My roommate wasn't home, he was visiting family. I thought I heard my cat dodge under the bed as well. Suddenly, the presence started getting closer, and the hairs on my neck and arms started to stand, and I got extremely cold. Oh, this is a terrible signal. It sounded like it was trying to talk to me as it got closer. When it felt like it touched me, I jolted awake and finally opened my eyes after keeping them shut out of fear. There was nothing there, not my roommate nor my cat. My cat was under the bed, though. Another time was a very similar experience, only this was more malicious. Instead of talking and coming closer, it felt like the presence was creeping in, and I awoke to what felt like cold stabs into my stomach. My girlfriend was on FaceTime with me asleep at the time, and I woke her up and told her about it, and she freaked out. The most recent time was only less than a few weeks ago. The presence showed up while I was asleep. This time was slowly walking towards me, trying to talk to me. I think they slowly touched me. But after the last time, what happened with the stabbing, feeling, and the creeping, I freaked out and started screaming with my mouth closed and jolted awake. Once again, I was on call with my girlfriend and I told her about it. She says she needs to stay to the apartment in case there's spirits, but I think there might be more than one given the nature of the visits. Also, another thing that's happening is that the thermostat in our apartment randomly and greatly fluctuates between 51 and 90 degrees, when my roommate and I keep it at 72. He hasn't felt anything, but I'm not sure. He's a believer in this kind of things, anyways, so I don't think he will tell me if he did. Any thoughts? Okay, so this was interesting. As someone that grew up in a spiritual type of family, and I do believe in these things, it could probably be your apartment. I don't know, you don't share anything about how was the apartment before. I think you recently got it. Yeah, you recently got it. Was your roommate there before you? I don't know. I think it could be the apartment, or it could also be something that you are catching from whatever is going on with your girlfriend. A cleansing may help, but it also probably you will need to cleanse yourself too. But let's see what the people on Reddit say. I would sage your home and sprinkle salt at the entrances of your place to keep any negativity out. Something that my mom taught me is that to use a bay leaves and then wrap it with red thread and just put it on the frames of your doors, each door in your house, just to keep things protected. If you have any like religious family member, you can ask them to, like someone higher up in the church, like a I don't know, pastor or whatever, padre, to bless oil for you, olive oil, and then you can put it also in the frames of your doors to keep things, bad things out. It makes me think something might be attached to her and checks in on you. That could also be true. Then, since you don't know whatever's going on with her, it could also be impacting you, or you could be receiving that bad energy or whatever it is that's happening with her. The creator responded, "Yeah, that's what I've been thinking, and I don't like it." Yeah, I wouldn't like it either. So, like I said, it may be helpful for you to maybe just get your house clean or your apartment clean or blessed. You can use salt like someone suggested. You can put it in front of your door, like on the outside of your door. I will suggest you to do it after you cleanse your home with sage or even Palo Santo, which is really good. You cleanse it and then you put the salt, the line of salt outside of your door on the floor, in front, literally in front of the frame of your door, in each door. So if you have two exits or two entrances, you put it in each one of them, and that may help. So you can do the cleansing too once a month. You can cleanse yourself too with it, with the sage or palo santo, and that hopefully will help you out. If not, then you need to see perhaps someone like a medium, or what we call santero or espiritista, someone that is more in touch with the spiritual realm, that could actually help you with that. I don't see any updates, so I hope you're doing better now and that everything is more calm and at peace. So yeah, this was a short one. This was a very light one, in my opinion. I'm gonna continue bringing more stories like this. Let me know if you like this. Let me know if you have any recommendations of any other stories that you would like me to cover, take a look at. And until then, keep your stage closed because we have more spooky stories coming our way. Subscribe!